We're reading with roulette. We're reading with roulette. We're reading with roulette. We are reading with roulette. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're reading with roulette. We're reading with roulette. We're reading with roulette. We are reading with roulette. Pick your book and we're reading all about it. READING. Reading with roulette. We are reading with roulette.
Hi guys, welcome to Tucker Roulette, and today we're going to be reading The Adventures of Allie and Amy, written by Stephanie Colmanson and Johanna Cole, illustrated by James Burks. Cast of characters. So since these chapters are very short, I think the first chapter is about 3 pages long. We're going to read at least 2 or 3. Chapter 1. Guess Who? Ring, ring. Early one morning, the telephone rang at Amy Cooper's house. Amy's mother answered it. "It's for you, Amy," she called. Guess who? Amy had no trouble guessing. She knew it was her best friend, Allie Anderson. "Meet me downstairs," said Allie. "We've got to talk." "Aren't we talking now?" said Amy. "We've got to talk face to face, nose to nose, eyeball to eyeball," said Allie. "I'm on my way," said Amy. Amy raced to the elevator in her apartment building. She lived on the 6th floor. She watched the floor numbers light up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. "Hurry, hurry," she said. As soon as the elevator doors opened, she burst outside and ran to Allie's building right next door. Just like Amy, Allie lived on the 6th floor. Just like Amy, Allie watched the floor numbers light up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. "Ta-da!" she said, bursting out of the door. "Are you ready for our first day of summer vacation? Remember, we got big plans." "I remember, and I'm ready," said Amy. "Did you bring the list?" "It's right here," said Allie, pulling a crumpled paper out of her pocket. She began to read. "Things to do this summer. Get our fortune told by Madame Lulu. Go to the Spring Street Fair. Skate and sing backwards. Swim at the town pool. Make a new list of things to do." "Wow, we're going to be busy," said Amy. "We better get started right away," said Allie. "Madame Lulu, here we come." Chapter 2. Madame Lulu. Allie and Amy went around the corner to Madame Lulu's fortune-teller parlor. It was pink and yellow outside, but dark and a little spooky inside. Even though the girls knew that Madame Lulu was nice, Mrs. Tompkins from the first floor of Allie's building, they still got the shivers going inside. "You go in first," said Allie, taking a step back. "No, you," said Amy, taking 2 steps back. "No, you," said Allie, taking 3 steps back. "Greetings, fortune seekers," called a husky voice from the dark. "Why don't you both come inside?" Allie and Amy held hands and squeezed through the doorway. Madame Lulu sat behind a beaded curtain. She was dressed in black with a veil on her head. She had about 20 bracelets on each arm. They clinked together whenever she moved. "What brings you here?" she asked. Clink! "We want our fortunes told," said Amy. Amy and Allie each held out a coin to Madame Lulu. Madame Lulu slipped the coins into her pocket. Clink! "Can you tell us what the summer's going to be like?" asked Allie. "Of course," said Madame Lulu. She gazed into her crystal ball. "The summer will be hazy, hot, and humid," she said. "In fact, it already is." Madame Lulu wiped the sweat off her forehead with a lace handkerchief. Clink! Allie and Amy looked at each other. "Thanks, but that's not what we meant," said Amy. "We don't need to know about the weather. We need to know about us." She poked Allie, who put another coin on the table. Madame Lulu took the coin. Clink! Let me see your palms, she said. Allie and Amy turned their palms up and held them out. Nice and clean, said Madame Lulu. Do you moisturize? No, we don't, said Allie. You're going to tell our fortunes, right? Absolutely! One best friend's fortune coming right up, said Madame Lulu. I see an interesting story. Today's a special day. It's coming to me now. Madame Lulu closed her eyes and held her fingers to her brow. Going into a trance, she said, today is the very first day of your summer vacation. Wow, how did she know that? Whispered Amy. Madame Lulu continued, you will take a trip to a special place. I will see sun shining. I hear water splashing. I smell hot dogs cooking on an open fire. Suddenly, Madame Lulu snapped out of her trance. Did someone say hot dogs? She asked. You did, said Allie and Amy together. Madame Lulu looked at her watch. Ah, yes. It's time for my coffee break, she said. Allie and Amy had no more coins anyway. They walked through the beaded curtain and out into the hazy, hot, and humid day. Boom! They bumped right into a boy named Marvin. Amy yelled, why don't you watch where you're going? Watch where I'm going, said Marvin Lopez. He checked his skateboard for scratches. Watch where you're going. You're the ones who bumped into me. Well, don't do it again, said Allie. Allie, Amy, and Marvin could go round and round being silly all day long. But Allie and Amy had no time for that today. They put their noses in the air, linked arms, and headed for home. See you later, alligator, said Amy going into her building. And a wild crocodile, said Allie going into her. I know I said only 2 chapters, but it's getting pretty good. Let's read one more. 3. Can't Marry Moose. Father and mother were waiting for her when she walked in the door. Hi, honey, said her mother with a big smile. Wonderful news for you, said her father. What is it? Asked Allie. Remember that camp that you wanted to go to? The one that we talked about last winter, said her mother. Allie perked up. You mean Can't Marry Moose? Where they have sailboats and everything? She said. That's the one, said Allie's father. I thought there was no more room for me. I thought it was all filled up, said Allie. Last minute opening. So now you can go, said Allie's mother. Camp starts the day after tomorrow. Allie could hardly believe she had always wanted to go to sleepaway camp. Sunshine, swimming, campfires. Wow. This had to be the special place Madame Lulu was talking about. Allie was so happy she wanted to tell Amy right away. Ring, ring. The telephone rang at Amy's house. Amy's father answered it. It's for you, Amy, he said. Guess who? Amy had no trouble guessing. Hi, Allie, she said. I have talked to you in 5 whole minutes. What's new? What's new? Front page news, shouted Allie. My parents just told me I'm going to Can't Marry Moose. I'm going there for the whole summer. There's a lake with boats, and everyone gets to sleep in a tent. Amy was so surprised, she didn't say anything for a minute. Then she burst out, You can't go to camp! Not without me! We're best friends! We have plans! Gosh, you're right, yelped Allie. I was so excited, I forgot you weren't going. I can't go to camp without you. That's right, said Amy. You can't, but maybe I can go too. I'll ask my parents. That won't work. There was only one space, and my parents got it for me, said Allie sadly. But wait, I know what to do. I'll call you back. Allie hung up and found her parents. I can't go to camp, she said. I'm staying home with Amy. Allie, you have to go, said her mother. We made all the arrangements. But Amy and I do everything together, said Allie. You and Amy can write to each other, said her father. Wonderful time at camp, said her mother. No, I won't, said Allie. No, without Amy I won't. Well, then you're just going to have to give it a chance, said her father. You're going, and that's final. Allie walked slowly to her room. She sat on her bed to think. A minute later, she popped up, raced to the phone, and dialed Amy's number. Meet me downstairs. We've got to talk, she said. Okay, said Amy. I'm on my way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allie and Amy burst out of their doors at the exact same moment. The end. Alright guys, that was 3 chapters of The Adventures with Amy and Allie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tomorrow we'll do another 3 chapters or 2. I don't know. Bye!